first, he's on a really cool red-green aggro list.
The Spine Sliver.
Spine Sliver, the hotness right now.
So sick.
We've got, naturalized, one of Fire Blast, which you'll surely have all the time. 3 Curse Scrolls, 2 Rancors. Oh, dude, I love this.
Seal of Fire. Just really cool. And I'm a big fan of Spine Sliver. It's interesting to not see Muscle Sliver alongside of it. I feel like those two pair very nicely together, especially because Spine Sliver gets +1/+1 for each sliver in play when it gets blocked. I totally got blown up by that card the other night.
Yeah, it's just so fast and aggressive.
Yeah,
exactly what Alex is going to be looking to do in this matchup.
Cannot deal with it.
Following up, we got Sam on Blue-White Dreadnought.
Old school.
This is old school because this is my deck. So Sam forgot his list today at home, left Replenish at home, asked me for a deck, and I said, here's the Blue-White Dreadnought, I have it in my backpack. And now he's gone 4-1. He's doing really well, and I want to get him on camera here. So we're going to have a really cool, interesting match between Blue-White Dreadnought and Red-Green Aggro.
Cool. Let's jump down to it. Did I do that right? I think I did.
Yes, you did.
Cool.
All right, so we've got, looks like Alex is keeping, Sam is thinking.
Probably resolving mulligans at the moment.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Both of these guys are really cool folks. Sam has been coming to all of our regionals for quite a bit now, monthlies. He's a very good player. Alex too. Both are really good guys, good players. See,
big time,
dude.
dude.
Go to 6 cards. I think Sam's trying to decide on what's his bottom card.
Start the timer.
Oh, correct.
Starting the timer for the viewers. How you feeling, Nick?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Hanging in there?
Oh yeah, big time.
I'm definitely on the chugging coffee portion of the day.
Yeah, can I have a sip?
Yeah, do it up, man.
All right. We're gonna have some coffee ASMR in a second, folks.
Getting pretty tired. Here we got a Mog Fanatic off of a Carplusian Forest, and Sam is casting Portent off of Adakar Wastes. So I feel like Alex is going to be pretty happy to see a Pain Land coming out immediately.
Oh, that's huge, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
just extra points.
Gonna be putting in the work for him.
Does he have Wastelands in his deck?
I don't believe he does.
No Wastelands.
4 Treetop Village seems to be his, land of choice.
Yeah. So I feel like this is kind of like the classic Red versus Dreadnought matchup where the Dreadnought player is probably slightly favored if they're able to go fast. But if Sam, is not able to deploy a quick Dreadnought here, I could see him falling behind real quick and having a doozy of a time. It looks like he's actually cantripping here just to find his next lands.
Taking the pain for it, too.
Yeah, which he finds off the top.
I think it's a Dreadnought, though.
He does have the Dreadnought, and he does have the Charm.
I mean, he's got the works, he just can't do it this turn.
You know what he has in his hands is a Gush that he cannot
He's been
cast.
talking to me all day. I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude.
Yeah.
It's like I keep getting Gush and no islands.
It's just like this deck used to be such a terror, and now when we look at it, like it feels like it's old tech at this point. It's really funny.
He said he's definitely got a couple games off Armageddon and stuff like that.
Nice.
I was like, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
He definitely said he misses the Parallax time.
Yep. Yeah, the Geddon is just kind of like a worse way of doing it.
Alex says Seal of Fire resolve. Sam says yes. Alex going to ask his second Seal of Fire resolve.
Oh, man.
Sam's going to say probably yes.
Coming in fast.
I mean, that's a lot of damage on board, right?
So Sam really needs to be able to stick a Dreadnought and block at this point.
Right, I don't even know if he can. I think this is I believe he just has
a Vision Charm, right?
Vision Charm.
So here we see the Dreadnought coming down.
Yep. Power she blows.
And Sam on the crackback has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage that we know of.
Yeah, that we know of, right?
Yep.
What does the red-green sliver do?
So the red-green sliver, we have a question from Tony behind us. When it gets blocked, it gets +1/+1 for each sliver you control.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up on our thing here because it's a cool card and everybody knows about it.
Like I said, I got blown out by it so hard the other day because I thought that it just got +1/+1 when it got blocked, and I didn't double check it. And my opponent had like 3 slivers in play, and I had 2 meddling mages, and I tried to double block it, and it just turned into a 6/6.
Yeah,
it just like absolutely blew me out.
For each creature, it's like what's War Child? Is that old school card? The 2 mana.
Farchild War Rider.
Yeah. That I love that card.
Yep. And so here What just happened?
So Alex played a Grim Lavamancer.
Why did he not attack? Did he confuse the Dreadnought as being in play?
Oh wait, yeah. Why did he attack?
Uh-oh.
That maybe he thought it was in play.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Wait, they're saying it didn't phase out? I'm not sure what happened there. I was kind of watching Nick bring up the card.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he should have phased. I don't think that it was clearly marked that the Dreadnought was phased out.
Yeah.
So not much that we can do to rewind it back at this point. Yeah, we'll go let the players know after this game that needs to be adjusted going forward.
Yeah.
We'll stick Tony on him.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
Hey, do you want to go tell Sam that if he's going to phase his Dreadnoughts out, he should flip it, make it clear that's phased?
Tony, you can let him know after the game.
Yeah, after the game. You have to not right now. But.
Yeah.
Go like this. Break.
So with that though, this game just became a completely different match.
Oh yeah, that.
And it looks like Sam is holding a counterspell in his hand right here. So how much damage is on the board right now?
6,
2,
7, 8, 10. Not quite, but you could draw the Fire Blast. But he has counterspell, so.
Right, but just so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I also
11,
just noticed
12.
the curse scroll at the bottom.
Yeah, 12 with the scroll. I don't think that he has 2 cards in his. Oh, he can put Seal of Fire in his graveyard to activate it. So,
Yeah.
oh, this is.
It's just, yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, this is a bit gut wrenching to watch right now, especially because Red Green is clearly the good guy here. So we're firing off Seal. No stifle. Fire off another steel. No stifle. We are activating our Lava Man.
To 4.
And then 1 card in hand right now. With that counterspell, I don't think that he's going to be able to push anything through. And I mean, to be fair, when your opponent vision charms, I mean,
Yeah.
you got to keep track of that.
It's the kind of thing that I think the judge would potentially rule that it is like, you know, I've had some rulings against me in the way of that. Like my opponent would play a painter and not name a color, and then I would get kind of in trouble for it
Yeah.
if I didn't track it.
And so Sam goes to 1 life and is able to just get there on the crackback, huh?
I think so. I mean, because he has counter, right?
Yeah.
Well, wait. He can't counter. If he has Fire Blast, kind of right.
Nope. Oh,
Yeah, he's talking
man.
about. Yeah. There goes Sam's talking about Gusha foil. That's a shame.
All right. Tony just left us.
All right, Jay said he's gonna.
Jay's on it.
Yeah, looks it.
All right. Looks like, yeah, they're talking to them right now about it. So
Yeah. I think it's. I do think it's pretty. I do think it's something. I don't know what the requirement is when something's phased.
well,
you know?
when it changes zones, it really has to be clearly marked that
Phasing
it
doesn't
that it
change
changed.
zones technically.
Well, it's phased, so like
Yeah.
something needs to indicate that it is phased out of play and not in play.
I'm not a judge. I don't know the exact rules on it.
Yeah. Needless to say, we have judges here, so we don't have to
that's
make
why
these
we
types
have
of
judges.
decisions.
I judge.
And Jay will probably give us an update on it and everything. But that's a tough one because Red came out so strong right there, and you know that game was clearly over if he had gone in on that 1 turn. So we can check out sideboarding, I suppose.
What do we have for sideboarding here?
So blue-white Dreadnought sideboard. We have 2 Curse Totem, 2 Geddon, 3 Plows, 4 Blue Blast, and 4 Annul. So you're definitely bringing in the Plows, and I think that you're bringing in the blue Elemental Blasts here.
Yeah.
I don't think that you want the Curse Totems because everything in the red deck can still just turn sideways.
Yeah.
The only thing
He goes, so Trent told him.
Here, we're getting word from Tony.
All right, we're getting word from the ground that Trent told him.
Yeah, Sam understands. Alex didn't realize he missed damage at that moment. So he didn't realize he missed damage during the game, but he missed damage after Trent said it out loud. Sam's going to flip it over.
Okay.
Sam is going to flip it over. Moving forward.
Yep. And Alex did not realize at the time that he had missed the damage.
Right, until it was explained.
Okay, let's go to Alex's sideboard, see what he has. I'm sure it's going to be a whole pile of
Red blasts and such.
Red blast, yeah. 4 red blasts, snap in.
Yep.
2 naturalized, snap in.
What's that creature on top?
We have 2 Baloths, the 4 red blasts, 2 naturalized, 2 Simoon, 1 crumble, 1 carpet of flowers, 2 Phyrexian
Carpet of
furnace,
flowers.
and then there's Tranquil Domain. That's the last card that I couldn't see.
Yeah, that's not going to do much here.
But yeah, you're definitely bringing in the red elemental blasts. You're bringing in the 2 naturalizers. You're bringing in the crumble. I'm curious if he cares enough to bring in the Phyrexian furnaces. Well, so he might not know that Sam is not playing Flash of Insight.
Right.
So he might be tempted to bring those in, but I think with a deck this aggressive, you don't really want to bring that card in.
I think something that's something that's interesting that you kind of brought up is Alex. So Alex has been coming to the New England games quite frequently over the last year or so. So he might not have a whole lot of experience versus specifically blue-white now.
True.
Right?
Very true. Yeah.
Because he's probably just played against a whole pile of blue and blue-black Dreadnought. So
Yeah.
we'll see what he brings in and see how he adjusts and reacts in game 2.
Right. Yeah, we can jump down and give the viewers a little bit of action at what he's scrolling through.
Yep. Sam is up 1 game going into game 2.
Plenty of time with the clock here. This match is not going to go to time, I can tell you that.
Yep. But yeah, I mean the players are saying that it looked pretty bad, and I mean Sam Black is not somebody that I think would do a play to try and deceive his opponent and cheat his
Sam
way.
White?
Sorry, Sam White.
Yeah. You're thinking of the other Sam?
Different Sam,
Yeah.
but he's not the type of person that would do that. He's a super nice kid.
I also don't think Sam Black is the type to do that.
Right. Yeah.
So Alex is surely going to be on the play here. It looks. I only got a brief look. Looking at Treetop Village, and that's not.
Yeah,
where
it
you
looked like
wanna
a slow
be.
hand.
Yeah, a little too slow.
And also, like, these types of things kind of just happen more in Premodern a little bit. Like, we just kind of had things on stream in the past, too, where, shit just happens. This isn't a high REL competitive event. Even though, there's prizing on the line and everything, and it is a big tournament, like, we're still playing Premodern. We're not in the Pro Tour right now.
No, of course not. There's always good vibes here. I truly don't think Sam meant anything by it. Sam probably just was like, yeah, you know what Vision Charm does.
Right.
And that's, not always the best thing to do, but.
Yep. In other good news, we wrapped up the charity raffles today.
Oh, yeah.
Luck favored those who showed up by the looks of it, because there was one online winner, and I couldn't find any other winners in my Excel spreadsheet, which was accurate. No mistakes there. Guarantee it.
0 mistakes. Ever, I'm sure.
Although I will say, there's the 2 play sets of Duresses are still sitting there right now.
Really?
Nobody's walked up and claimed them.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
So-
people are missing it.
Well, we'll make an announcement or something, but it's been put out there that the prizing has been pulled and everything, and those Duresses are still sitting. So there's a chance that we will be pulling new tickets, and
I'm
we'll
assuming
see what
there's some
happens.
people. Yeah, you're going to have to probably pull some new ones.
Yeah.
All right,
Pretty
so-
wild. The most sought after item just sitting there. Everything else was claimed. Our boy Cody, who designed our t-shirts and has helped us with some other stuff, won the survival playmat.
Did he?
Yeah.
Cody's the man. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
he is.
All right, so Sam's even a much slower hand here.
Yep.
Looks like he had a null in there. And
Oh, he brought in a null.
Swords. Yeah, I think the null is. I don't know. Like, I don't know if he respects Curse World that much, or maybe. I don't know.
Oh, and okay, so
Wow.
Alex just has the
Oh,
hand of hate.
So Alex has the hand for Sam's fast hand, and Sam does not have a fast hand, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Alex has looked like 2 red blasts naturalized, maybe even.
Yeah. It's so funny because, I mean, against this deck, like, you want to bring in all this hate, but you still need to kill your opponent. So
Right.
it's like, when you bring in, like, 4 red blasts, 3 naturalizes, crumble, like all this type of stuff. Like, you cut so much gas out of your deck, and then it's like you're just sitting there with answers, and like it's not really where you want to be against Dreadnought, because like if you just play this draw go and you have no pressure on them, by the time they enact their game plan, they just have like 4 layers of protection. Granted, the blue-white deck is going to be a little bit worse at protecting compared to mono-blue. It doesn't reliably gush as well, and it doesn't have Flash of Insight to find the same level of answers. But, so here Sam is just sitting with also 2 plows, a blue elemental blast, a meddling mage, drew a foil. Alex just ripping lands. I would really be tempted to crack those fetches as soon as I can.
Oh, me too.
I mean, he does have Sylvan Library in his deck, which matters, but, I feel like every opportunity you get to thin with a deck this aggressive, I just kind of want to take it. Maybe you leave up a singleton fetch land, but I don't think that I leave 2. And so here, Sam goes to discard and ditches a plow.
Here we go. Here's a threat. Boom. Long Fanatic.
And that is going to catch a blue elemental blast.
Totally okay with that.
Yep. And I don't think you fight over that. Not with that much removal and everything in your hands.
Yep. Alex playing this really wisely. He knows what the real threat is. He knows how he loses this game, and he knows that card is how he does it.
We got Biggs in the chat saying this is his first time piloting Blue-White Dreadnought. Doing pretty all right with the 4-1 on his first time on the deck. So he finds the Dreadnought, and now we gonna fight. Now we're gonna brawl.
Now we're gonna fight. Yep.
Here we have the foil. Ooh, thinking about it. Opts for a blue elemental blast. The jig is up on the foil. It's kind of funny.
I mean, I'm sure that he goes, okay, that's fine.
Yep. Another red elemental blast in response.
Targeting Vision Charm, foil against the red blast. Sam thinking if he wants to pitch the swords or he wants to pitch, I'm not sure what the other card is.
Yeah, I actually couldn't tell. So,
interesting. I think tries Alex didn't respond in naturalize there.
Is that the last card in his hand, right?
It's the last card in his hand. No, so Alex isn't understanding. Yeah, I think Alex.
Was this supposed to be with it?
I think
still
that was
on the
supposed
stack?
to be with it on the stack. I'm guessing. Alex, please crack your fetch.
And Alex draws another red blast. Yeesh.
I think at this point, I just probably snap counter whatever cantrips he casts, especially if it's a Gush.
I would go after Gush. I saw him draw that opt, and I would not be tempted to go after that.
Is probably not worth it. Impulse might be.
I think that's a foil. Is his last card in hand.
Really? I mean, he could be back in business soon if he gets the right draws.
Here he draws another Adhikar Waste, which is not going to be of any use with that foil. So Sam, really, I think his best draw right now is like a Gush to just get back into this. Alex is drawing his lands like a champion, but that land turns sideways. So that's what he needs.
2 swords.
Yeah. Sam ditched his plows. And Treetop puts on a clock, especially when your opponent's at 14 life.
It's a 3/3. And that's big in this format. Not as big as 12-12, but it's big.
Yeah. So suiting up, crashing in.
Boom. 3.
No response. Got to feel good about that, not running into a plow.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Alex
what the second card was. Called herd? Okay.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't.
I guess he's playing around days, but make him have it.
He has 4 mana.
Right.
Oh gosh.
There's the Gush.
It's a red blast though.
And so he can rev it, but now Sam has possibly double foil protection. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a really tough one. I think at this point I fight over it. I don't know what's going on in my opponent's hand. He has a lot of cards.
Yeah.
But especially with pressure on the board in the form of Treetop Village, whatever you can do to keep him from getting ahead and getting back in this game is probably wise.
Agreed.
And making him go down on a foil is totally fine.
Alex is like, yeah, if you want to foil my red blast, you can draw 2. That's fine.
Yeah. Yep. And I don't know if he has any enablers, so he's going to need some big ripperonis right now.
So, floating 2, 1, 2, looks like blue glass.
We do see a impulse, so that's pretty relevant for the 2 floating, and he's got a land drop for the turn.
Yes, he does.
I still don't think that he has an enabler, though.
He does.
Oh, he has the vision charm.
Yeah, so he can dig.
Man, Dreadnought finds everything.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he found one.
Nope, didn't find enough, but found a lot of cantrips and such, so.
Gotta keep on digging.
Playing against Dreadnought with fair decks is so hard.
It's so hard.
Your opponents just draw so many cards, and you're sitting there drawing 1 a turn, and just like praying that like your answers get there. So we see Portent, Counterspell, and 2 unknowns. And he does go for the Portent wisely, right? Because at this point, the treetop's on the board, the clock is ticking.
Yeah, he needs to find something.
Yep. And we're getting a Portent with a fetch land in play too, which is really strong.
Yeah. Snap shuffle.
Yep.
Get those lands out of here.
Shuffle bustle.
That's what he says.
Pat likes my ripperonis.
Ripperonis.
Ripperonis and shuffle bustle.
Oh.
Man, who was that guy that used to commentate in Madison that had like all the quirkiest like?
What do you mean? Mike Hoyt was doing that for a bit.
No, but there was that guy that came on stream and like I don't even remember the shit that he was saying. It was like a bing bang, thank you, ma'am.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I still say tangle dangle to this day.
Yeah,
Like,
tangle
wire,
dangles.
Yeah. Get the tangle dangle. All right, so Alex cracks these patches. No
Bing
sniper
bam,
we're
thank
going.
you, ma'am.
Yeah, bim bam, thank you, ma'am.
I have no idea who that was, but the dude's great.
Legend. Legend that I can't remember the name of.
Pat said I'm the Jack Edwards of MTG. Love it.
Jack Edwards. You know Jack Edwards is deaf in one ear.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I guess
Just
that
like
makes
me.
you the Jack Edwards.
Yeah, I'm the Jack Edwards of Premodern.
Yeah.
Straight.
Don't get it twisted, guy. I think that Alex just drew a Wild Mongrel off the top.
I mean,
That's a card.
That's a card.
That thing ain't getting red blasted, I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you what. 3 mana. I think he's gonna cast his call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally fine too. Sam does have a. Oh, Sam ripped a Dreadnought off the top.
Did he? I didn't miss
Holy
it.
cow.
Oh,
All right.
I think he has a stifle, so he can block.
He has a Vision Charm, I think.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's see what he does.
So he draws a Portent, and he has Dreadnought and Vision Charm. So if he goes for this, we're going to see that Dreadnought in the proper zone this time, no doubt.
Yeah.
But Alex has such a comfortable life total right now that, you know.
Well, that's not, I think even so, if he Vision Charms this, he's gonna take 6.
Right.
He can't swing.
Yeah, exactly. And then, you know, Alex's deck just draws burn right off the top. Alex is in a good spot, man.
Come on, Alex. Just kidding. Well, Sam's playing my deck, so.
Right, yeah.
He told me he owes me half a cradle if he wins.
There you go. Yeah, rip it right down the middle.
Yeah, rip it, split it right down the middle.
I do wonder how much better mono blue would fare in this matchup. Like, I feel like blue-white is slightly better positioned with the plows.
Yeah, of course, I think so.
And obviously he ditched them, but yeah.
Vision Charm.
Nothing wrong with blue-white right now.
Boy, Sam.
All right, flip it over. Out of sight, out of mind.
All right.
No, keep it in your
Alex
mind.
gives him a thumbs up.
Yep.
Says that's cool. Go to 2.
Yep.
Especially with these wastes and the strand, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of his mana's turned off.
Yeah, he's pretty choked on that. Alex drawing another land. I don't.
Too many lands.
What is this guy playing? Terrageddon right now?
Red green Terrageddon.
Yeah.
Mr. T.
It's another draw, and debating between dog and elephant.
Yeah.
Going for the dog.
No, I think it.
I like this play because it fakes having interaction.
Right.
See, I'm gonna cast a 410. I don't even know what you're digging for right now.
Second Dreadnought with
Yeah.
Stifle.
Yeah.
Even then, he just goes wide.
So he sees a gush.
He can't gush. Well,
He can go to 1 and
gush.
gush. Yeah, it's
I
gonna
guess.
be risque. Chat asking if he should have played the mountain. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. I don't think it ultimately matters, right? He's at 2, so if Mongrel gets it, he's dead. It doesn't matter. 2
Yeah.
or 3.
But, and I mean, it gives him the ability to double spell next turn too. If he draws something relevant, he can flashback Call of the Herd, attack with Treetop, and then we'll still have mana left over. So, I don't know. You could go either way. So we're going to get a draw here on the upkeep. He does see another Dreadnought.
He does see another Dreadnought, but I don't think he has an enabler,
yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. So
Alex,
Sam goes, yeah, okay.
Alex suits up. Sam scoops him up.
All right.
And now we're going to big game 3. So we didn't see any Seal of Fires that match. I don't know. I have no idea what he boarded because all he drew was lands.
Yeah, it's kind of impossible to know exactly. What he drew there.
We saw bolts, and we saw creatures, and we saw a lot of interaction.
Do you need to see much else?
Yeah, yeah. Not against.
We can get a look.
Not against that slow hand, anyways. Looks like he had some seals in the library still, perhaps.
Yeah.
Or no, that was the sideboard. Okay, so he took out some seals. Yeah. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm speculating.
Glass, bolts. He's also looking at him upside down like an absolute savage.
Yeah.
I love that.
The old back
The other
shuffle.
day I watched Billy draw 7, take 7 off the top for his opening hand, and it was all upside down and just snapped. It was like the quick. He was like, keep.
Yeah.
It was all upside down. I was like, that's the hardest thing I've ever seen. It's like he doesn't even have to meter. He doesn't read it. Just looks at it.
Well, Billy can't read, so.
Well, we all know Billy can't read. That's why he
Yeah.
was arrogant.
Yeah. Did I tell you that I'm going to the Wu-Tang show?
You are?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Pat had an extra ticket.
Pat had an extra ticket?
Yeah.
What is he, made out of money?
I don't know if he just bought 3 or what the deal was, but he hit me up.
That's pretty sick.
He asked if I wanted to go.
It's at the Garden, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. I hope it's good.
I'm down to pay that type of money for it, honestly. Like, I think it's like the first and only time that I'm going to see them. And it's
our
their
last
full lineup.
show.
It's their air quotes last show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll see how they are in like 5 years.
Right. Yeah.
Ghostface is going to come back.
But I'm down with it. I'm stoked.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang rules. I love Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
But that kind of price, yeah.
See, I think it was like $200 to $250.
$200.
For bleeds, nosebleed tickets.
No,
At
probably
the
mid-tier.
Garden, and then
Mid-tier.
you got parking, you got driving to
Yeah.
the city.
But we can like take the train in, and that'd be cool.
And the air quotes train, that thing is falling apart.
Yeah. Pat saying earlier they said X2 is possible for top 8. Could they not draw in 4-1-1? 4-1-1 could not draw in. You can be like X1-1 probably makes it. X1-2 doubt.
There's just a lot of, and there's just a lot of folks here. Like, it's really hard to make these kind of calls when there's a lot going on around you.
Yeah.
Different people playing in and everything.
Yeah. I don't know if there might be some draws in the mix already, too.
Right.
There's been a lot of blue-white decks at the top tables. And just with this many people, it really gets tough to get in.
Alex sends it back.
Yeah. Sam,
Looking at
I think a one-lander.
Dreadnought, though.
He has, it looks like he has everything but like the cantrip to get him out of this one-lander. Like I see like Impulse.
Yeah, where have I seen this before?
Yeah, it looks like he just like has everything except for like a Portent or an Opt. And he is on the play too. But
You know when a Dreadnought player plays like an island and they go back to their turn and they don't play another land, you're like, I need to win.
Right.
Because he is everything.
And he might have a second land though that I'm not seeing. It's always tough to tell.
Yeah, it's reflecting a little bit, double sleeve.
He does have a blue elemental blast as well, so he has a little bit of early interaction. This hand for Alex is looking better if that's a red source, but I can't tell. It looks like another Seal of Fire is one of those new frame lands. Oh, is that a Carpolution? Yeah. Yeah. It looks like a pretty serviceable hand to me. I mean,
2 treetop with the draw.
Yeah.
Instead of Fire Blast.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty butt.
Yeah. Can't sack the treetops to that.
Yep.
Or your card.
Yep. And even if you could, I mean, Fire Blast isn't really the card that you want in this matchup.
So Alex is still waiting for Sam, I believe. Sam is trying to figure out if he wants to keep this one later.
I thought that he kept because Alex is resolving a mulligan.
It might be. It looks like Sam.
We need a mic.
Yeah, we need a mic him up.
Yeah.
Can't mic up the players.
We'll say something too foul.
Yeah.
Get us canceled.
Yeah, you're gonna get on your hat so you can never go on.
Yeah.
Go on
Yeah. We did get a lot of donations today, I believe, on the stream, so appreciate everybody for helping out on that.
Everyone who's gifting subs, donations. If you have a Prime sub, we would love to enjoy your basic bucks.
Yep, and we appreciate it because all the money that we get just goes right back into this stuff.
Yep. We will be having an equally awesome, if not actually even better stream at Lobster Con.
Right, yeah. Dude, Jay's been doing insane work on the stream.
A lot
It
of
is.
the features you've seen today are just prototypes.
Yep.
That they're bringing to Lobster Con.
Yep, but it's like crazy brand new stuff that Jay's been doing. It's really impressive.
First roll.
Yep. So Alex feigning interaction here a little bit.
Yeah, feeding the red blast.
Yep. Yep. Because I think he's just holding a Seal of Fire and a Fire Blast and a whole bunch of lands, which, as we have seen, Alex has no problem drawing lands.
He needs to draw his naturalize.
Yeah, any interaction at this point would be good for him. Naturalize would be nice because it doesn't get red blasted, or sorry, blue elemental blasted.
Sam is a pretty stacked hand. He's playing the mono blue deck this game. He's got Gush.
Yep.
Look at that.
Look at all those enablers.
He's got Blue Blast.
Yep. Oh, this might be a quick one right here. He drew a foil off the top too. All right. Oh, plays it. Islands. Does he have a Gush backup
He has a
too?
Gush.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
he has Gush.
All right.
His hand is very stacked.
You hate to see it, folks.
Yeah.
Truly the boogeyman of the format. So Sam jams straight into the bluff, obviously. Bolt off the top is not where you want to be. I mean, this is just looking like Sly against Dreadnought right now. This is the reason that Sly has just been non-existent in the format.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good match of it earlier. There's a Sly player who's...
For sure. I should say before today, Sly has been pretty non-existent.
Yeah.
I think that it's been doing a little bit better today, maybe. I know that Dan Hall dropped down to 2-2.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he started off with a strong 2-0 and fell victim.
Yep.
So Alex playing out a Seal of Fire here. And yeah, Sam doesn't need to respect anything that's going on his side of the board right now. Well, maybe we can get another match on cam right after this. See if we can get a quick turnaround for the folks out there.
Okay. Draws his playing through swords, which
Yeah.
isn't going to matter to me.
Now he can swords his Dreadnought in case something happens.
I mean, that would definitely make Alex really work the rest of this game.
Yeah, this is tough because like Alex kept a pretty bad hand for this, and it's like you don't really want to go down to 5 against a Dreadnought 7. They just have like so much card advantage, but you also need interaction, and you need to be proactive. So it's tough, man.
Yeah, it's a hard part about these fair decks, right? Half his deck is a ton of pressure and
Yeah.
damage. The other half is interaction. And
Yep, no free wins, man. So Alex draw off the top.
Naturalize, but
Sees a naturalized, but I mean,
more of those.
yeah, this thing's going to be impossible to get through. Passing it back, giving Sam the opportunity to tap out a misplay, which he does not. I think that was a misdirection off the top.
Yeah.
So this is like
You just misdirected.
4 layers of protection at this point.
Swing.
Yeah, turn it
Yeah.
sideways, hope for a vision charm. Sam gonna float 2 and cast a Gush, no doubt. Firmly in the driver's seat though.
Floating 2.
Yep. Draws lands, but he doesn't need to draw anything at this point. He's got it.
Cast 4.
Yeah. But why do that when you can just play it for free? Scratching his head, thinking a little bit, laying the foil down.
Sam is playing.
And there's the scoop.
Okay.
Oh,
that's all you needed.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is a really tough one.
I would have loved to see Alex.
Yeah, I'm just so into this red-green deck that
It's so cool.
it would have been sick to see it go all the way.